The Disney 100 Global Concert is wrapping in South Africa today. The event featured music performance highlights from Disney, Pixar, Star Wars and Marvel. Joining us is Glenn van Loggerenberg, who's the executive producer and organizer of the concert. Glenn, thank you for making time for us. So today is the last day. How have the last 2 days been?
Hi, Clement. Thanks very much. Hi, everyone. It's been fantastic. It's been utter celebration. And, we've had audiences of all ages. And I had a man come up to me yesterday. He said, I've never been to a show where my 93-year-old mother and my grandson were entertained at the same time. Yeah. So we've had a spectacular family experience, and the turnout's been great, and the show has gone very well indeed.
Yeah. What has been featured throughout this concert over the last 2 days?
Well, it's a very, very rare concert because, as you know, Disney has many different universes, so you don't often see Pixar next to Star Wars, next to classic Disney. So really the show has been about taking highlights from each of those worlds and combining them into a single story, some of them themed and then some of them really standalone pieces. But it's a stage show with a massive screen playing back the visuals, and the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra conducted by Eddie Clayton, and some spectacular vocalists leading us through the various themes and the anthems that you would expect to hear at a Disney celebration.
Mm-hmm. So people have had the opportunity then to hear their favorites from, Disney classics played by the orchestra. It really sounds to me, Glenn, like an opportunity of a lifetime. My understanding is that it's the first ever show to combine classic Disney material with a variety of big screen highlights, whether it's from Pixar, Star Wars or Marvel, and you enjoy that thrill of it being performed live in concert.
Yes, well, that is the idea behind Disney in concert. We actually did the Lion King live concert in 2019, but unfortunately, like the world, COVID got in the way, so we weren't able to carry on with that. And then the opportunity came here to compile these pieces together. So this is rare from the point of view of the combination of material, but actually the idea of watching the big screen and having an orchestra play live and vocalists is really the heart of it, and something that, I'm hoping you'll see more of going forward. It's quite thrilling, actually, when you feel the swell of the orchestra and the upliftment of what's happening on the screen.
Yeah. And what's the reaction been? You spoke about a man who came to you and said, never before have they actually had such a full experience where every family member is actually quite satisfied. But broadly speaking, what are you hearing from the young ones, the middle-aged, the older generation who've attended this weekend?
Well, we've had a fantastic response. We've got diehard Star Wars fans here and Avengers fans, and got young princesses dressed up to the nines because they want to see Frozen. On the way in, it's so much excitement because we've built activation opportunities. There's photo booths. There's all sorts of other things to do on the way in, along with the food and beverage. So what I do is I stand at the gates and I have a look to see who's coming in, and I see the excitement, and I watch at the exit to see what their faces look like. And most of the time, people will walk up to us and just say that they've never seen anything like it, and how thrilling it was, and how surprised they were because the orchestra isn't necessarily their first choice of entertainment, but combined with the themes and the stories and the songs that they know so well, suddenly it all clicked into place, and all of them that I've spoken to certainly were very happy and, sort of saying, when's the next one?
Yeah, and I mean, the Philharmonic Orchestra is just best fitted for this particular job. How did you go about choosing them?
Well, we've had a partnership with them since we started with the Lion King live in concert in 2019. The JPO are really amazing to work with. Eddie is an incredible conductor, and it's quite a difficult technical job to perform orchestrally with the visuals running at the same time. There's very tight synchronization. But as a producer, it's a real privilege to work with classical artists because they are so disciplined and really, on top of their craft. And I think in return for them, it's the combination of their high art with popular culture, and really the meeting of the two and the execution is where the magic lies for the audience.
Yeah, so people have been blown away over the last 2 days. What can be expected today? What's planned?
Well, today's our last show at 2 o'clock. I expect that it will raise the roof. We have a very interesting dynamic. When people walk into the room, yes, they see the content that they're familiar with, but they're not quite sure what to do at a classical concert. But by the end of the show, everybody's on their feet singing along. It turns into a very festive occasion. So I'm hoping that today's final show, everybody will cut loose and really just enjoy the thrill of it.
Yeah, Glenn Loggerenberg, executive producer and organizer of this Disney 100 Global Concert. Thank you for making time for us, and good luck with the show today.